postpone the BARM elections yet again. Unfortunately, the barangay clandestinely working on another BARM election postponement. You see, it would be very difficult admitted to conduct an automated BARM election on the 13th of different ballot phases on the 1st of December. One or the other must go. Those who want to postpone the BARM elections will naturally exert every effort so that the December BSKE will push through. They will then use the December barangay election as one of the reasons why the October BARM election should be postponed. This is greed, and it is most gruesome. Those who actually reside in the BARM, as represented by Vice Chair Iqbal, including the governors and the members of the present parliament, want an election. For the first time, it is the MILF demanding an election, whether they will be victorious or not. In fact, with me here is our good Vice Chair, the Vice President of the United Bangsamoro Justice Party, so that you can hear for yourself the pleas of the Bangsamoro for the parliamentary elections in October. Vice Chair, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First and foremost, I would like to express my thanks and gratitude to the Honorable Senator Amy Marcos for giving me the chance to speak directly with our friends from the media. And here is the statement coming from me as Vice Chairman of the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, at the same time Vice President of the United Bangsamoro Justice Party. On behalf of the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, by authority of our Chairman Al-Haj Murad Ibrahim, I wish to convey a very important message from the Center Committee of the Moro Islamic Liberation Front on the upcoming Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao elections in October 2025. We call on the Philippine government, both houses of Congress, the Commission on Elections, and all concerned stakeholders to respect and follow the schedule and timeline set by law for the upcoming first parliamentary election on October 13, 2025. We strongly appeal to our national leaders to refrain from entertaining any proposal that will again postpone this historic election to choose the regular members of the Bangsamoro Parliament. It can be recalled that since the start of the transition period and the appointment of the members of the Bangsamoro Transition Authority in 2029, the conduct of the first parliamentary election was already postponed twice. The first extension was granted during the term of President Rodrigo Duterte through Republic Act 11593, which moved the first parliamentary election from May 2022 to May 2025. The second postponement was approved by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. on February 21, 2025 through Republic Act 12123, which pushed back the election by 5 months. MILF recognizes the need to establish a democratically elected members of parliament so the BARM will be able to transition to a fully functioning and empowered autonomous government whose leaders are democratically elected with legal mandate from the Bangsamoro electorates. At this point in time, while there is no pending bill filed in Congress, yet seeking for another postponement of the October 13, 2025, the MILF is very much concerned over reports reaching us that there is again another move to postpone the parliamentary election to 2028. We reiterate our appeal to the Senate and the House of Representatives to assure the Bangsamoro people that the first parliamentary election will push through as scheduled and there will be no further delay, nor extension or postponement. This is the essence of democracy, and the MILF is ready to seek legal mandate through the sovereign will of the Bangsamoro people in a clean, fair, honest, and credible election. The MILEP, through the United Bangsamoro Justice Party, is ready to submit to this democratic electoral exercise, and we are willing to accept its outcome even if we lose or win. Peace in the Bangsamoro is precious but fragile. It is obtained through the long and arduous journey of negotiations that led to the creation of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. Let us not waste the gains we had made. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat. Si Vice Chair po, pinagbigyan tayo, pero may appointment siya. Kaya kung may katanungan kayo tungkol sa paksang ito, unahin na natin siya.
So sir, confirm yun na may another move to postpone the incoming BARM election? Kasino daw po nag-initiate?
Well, as I have mentioned in my message, there are so many reports reaching us that there is another group, or there is a group really working really to postpone again the BARM election. And that's why we are here to appeal to the national government, to the Congress of the Republic of the Philippines, and all those who are partners in the peace process, and to the entire Filipino people that sana po hindi na po mo-postpone ito. Para po kami po ay ready na po kami dahil sa democratic struggle na po kami, kailangan po na namin na ituloy na natin ang election.
Senator Amy, dito ba sa Senate may ganun hubang move?
Ang pinagtatakahan ko ay yung nangyayari sa barangay election. Yung unang sabi sa amin, sana 6 years daw, ipostpone na lamang. 6 years, 2 terms. Bigla-bigla, nung Lunes, pagkatapos ng LEDAC, ang utos daw, no postponement, 4 years, 2 terms lamang. So napapaisip po tayo kung bakit nangyayari ito, ba't pa iba-iba? Kaya pinagtatakahan namin at inaakala namin na baka naman may ibang plano sa iba pang eleksyon, yung October election. Dahil mismo yung COMELEC ay nagsasabi na mahihirapan sila halos sa 1 buwan lang at kalahati ang pagitan ng October at saka December. Baka hindi kayanin lahat ng mga balota na kakailanganin. Kaya eto nga, yung problema ko, yung pala, may BARM election at may balak yata na mag-postpone.
Ang sinabi ni Senate President Escudero, kaya itutuloy ang barangay at SK election sa December para and then i-extend yung kanilang terms sa 4 years dito sa Senate para hindi na masasabay sa anumang national o local elections.
Kailan man naman hindi talagang sasabay yun kahit kailan. Hindi talaga tatama.
Pero yung halimbawa this year kasi kasabay ng midterm election, di ba? This year yung SK. Kung December.
Yes, kung December. Pero ang problema this year kasi ay 2 years lang halos ang term nila. Kaya walang may gusto ng eleksyon. Saksakan ng mahal at isa pa, magkakasabay doon sa BARM election, which as we know is a very historic and first election. Isang pangako na bigong-bigo na ang ating mga kapatid na Muslim, antay na sila ng antay, ikatlo kung sakali, ikatlong postponement to. Kaya nga, na nanghihina yung mga liga ng barangay at walang nararamdamang gobyerno sa ibaba dahil imbis na tulungan yung mga barangay na siyang mukha ng gobyerno sa ibaba, binabawasan ng kapangyarihan at sadyang pinapahina. Walang bumababa na project, yung mga programa, yung kaayusan, walang suporta sa agrikultura, sa pagkain, hanggang sa gabineta lang lahat. Ano yon? Puro drawing. Anong akala nila? Cartoons? Hindi naman dapat ganun. Palawakin natin ang kapangyarihan ng barangay, ang kanilang termino. At yung 4+4 na sinasabi ng LEDAC, mas bawas pa yun kesa sa present term nila, 3+3+3 or total of 9 years, magiging 8 pa. Kaya nagtataka ako, ano kaya ang pakay nito? Kasi sabi nila, abangan daw yung susunod. Yung pala, may kilos na yung BARM ipopostpone. Kaya itutuloy yung barangay.
So may time pa ba, ma'am, para i-postpone delay yung BARM election? Matatapos na yung 19th Congress. So sa 20th, yun ang plano, ma'am, pagpasok ng 20th?
Parang may ganun. Parang may nagsasabi na ipopostpone sa 20th Congress.
So nakausap niyo na po si SP Escudero kung talagang decided na ituloy ang SK election, barangay and SK
Well,
election?
pinaalam ko kay SP Escudero, natutol talaga ako dyan. Sinabi ko pa nga, kung ang problema, ako yung author at ako yung sponsor, tanggalin na yung pangalan ko, matulungan lang ang ating mga barangay na maipospone para matuloy-tuloy ang kanilang trabaho at proyekto. At higit sa lahat, ituloy na yung BARM election sa wakas. Ang tagal na nating nag-iintay niyan.
Session.
Oo nga, 3 araw na lang.
May
Kaya
chance
nga,
pa ba?
nananawagan si Vice Chair Iqbal na ituloy na.
Pero yung postponement ng barangay at SK election, may chance pa ba na ma-approve, ma'am?
Well, kung hindi ngayon, sana sa susunod. Pero tawag nga ako ng tawag sa Kongreso, ang balita, nasa agenda ng 2 araw, pero hindi tinitake up. Tinatawagan ko si Congressman Sagarbaria, pati siya nalilito. Dahil sabi niya, dati minamadali, ginagawang 6 years. Ngayon, 4+4 na lang at no postponement bigla. Kaya nagkakalituhan lahat.
May we get more information lang po dun sa sinasabi pong reports that meron pong tumatrabaho nga working to postpone again yung BARM elections. Paano po ba ito meron nagkakausap sa mga lawmakers? Ano po bang efforts po on that?
Actually, yung mga information napakarami po, but I don't think I'm ready really to disclose names. So, pero sa baba, usap-usapan yan eh. Saka may mga personalities na involved, while I cannot disclose their names, alam namin. At saka yung mga tao na may direct benefit pag ma-postpone po ang BARM election po. Pero I'm not ready to name names.
Pero hindi Malacanang initiative, sir. Sir, ang info niyo, walang kinalaman na Malacanang, sir?
Ano po?
Hindi Malacanang initiative, sir?
Oh, I trust the wisdom of the president. I don't think Malacanang has something to do that. At least ang presidente, we trust the president. We trust the wisdom of the president.
Ang kinatatakutan ko, pareho na naman ang dahilan na sasabihin. Kunyari, magkakaroon ng insidente, pagkatapos tatakutin ang lahat na magkakagulo, kaya kinakailangan i-postpone. Sana tigilan na yung mga maniobrang ganyan. Kasi mapayapa at nananahimik ang ating mga kapatid na Muslim. Huwag na tayo mag-create ng kung ano-anong insidente para lamang i-postpone.
So, kung may mag-push nun, i-oppose niyo yung Senator Amy?
Yes. The same way that I opposed it during the time of President Duterte, and the same way that I opposed it even last year.
Ano po yung nakikita niyong intention dun sa pagpapostpone or possible pagpapostpone ng BARM elections?
Siguro kung sino makikinabang
Yeah.
na i-maintain ang control at ang paghawak ng BARM, para sa akin, dapat self-government na yan. Ang tagal-tagal na nating utang yan. Dapat 2022 pa yan. Umabot na tayo ng 2025. Ipopostpone na naman. Mahiya na tayo. Unang-una, nakakahiya sa buong mundo. Inaabangan tayo ng buong Middle East, ng buong Norway. Ang dami-daming bansa na kumbaga nakasalalay ito sa kanila na peace agreement ito na international na ang karakter, hindi lang national. Ikalawa, yung ating mga kapatid na Muslim, matagal nang inaasahan to. Parang linoloko na natin sila. Huwag namang ganun. Kada pagkakataon, kapag may pagkakataon na schedule, ipopostpone ulit. Huwag namang ganun.
Pero ma'am, who or what group stands to gain kung ipopostpone?
Siguro yung mga namamahala, yung mga naka-in-charge dyan, na naghahari dyan, samantalang dapat ibigay na natin sa BARM. Autonomous region nga, pero hindi naman sila autonomous. Kayo na.
Kami rin po sa Moro Islamic Liberation Front na partner ng government sa negotiation for 17 long years. Gusto na namin magkaroon po ng election kasi ang struggle po namin ay nasa democratic struggle po. Para po magiging normal ang itsura ng BARM po, kailangan na po natin kailangan po natin ng magkaroon ng election Para ang impression makikreate po natin normal na po. Yun po ang ipinagtataka namin. Kung sino ang partner ng gobyerno ng Pilipinas sa peace process, yun pa rin ang gusto magkaroon ng election. At yung mga tao, hindi ko kayang pangalanan, hindi sila partner ng MILFA, yun ang ayaw na magkaroon ng election. Yun po ang ipinagtataka namin.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Thank you. Maraming salamat. Ay, mag-greet pala kami. Eid Mubarak. At bukas, may magandang piyesta ang ating mga kapatid na Muslim. Ayan, baka gusto rin ninyo mag-greet.
Yes, tomorrow is a very important day for entire Muslims in the world, especially in the Philippines, in the BARM in particular. It's the day of sacrifice, it's the day of peace. At sana po, umpisa na po yung talagang tunay na kapayapaan dito sa Pilipinas at saka the whole of Mindanao and the BARM. Maraming salamat po for giving me the chance, Madam, and to the members of the media na makapagsalita po ko. Maraming salamat.
Thank you.
Sige po,